Okay, first of all, everybody, don't forget something very, very important. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. Now, so remember I said this one. Now, this is that very, very important made in Taiwan ruler. I see that. Ta-da, made in Taiwan. See that? This one. Or maybe let's say you buy it from Mr. DIY, you have something similar, but they didn't put them in Taiwan. They put them Mr. DIY. Okay, so you can get this important ruler, very important ruler for what? This is for 90-degree purpose. Yeah, remember I said you need your what? You need your 0 and 15 cm where they are aligned to make it a 90 degrees. You can use that as a hack to your 90-degree drawing. Okay, because when you do your plan elevation, I already said you need to be super specific. Okay, we want to get like A+. Okay, so we have to be super specific. And remember I said we are not tackling Form 3, we are tackling SPM. Okay, now then another thing will be, don't look at this part, because this part, like you see, look at the 0, 0, look at the 15 and 6. Come on, that line is not aligned on, it's not aligned. So the one aligner, okay, like 15 and 0, you can use that as an indicator to your 90 degrees. So I will show it to you using my ruler. You look at my ruler, you see? So my ruler over here, you see that? You notice, okay, let's say I put it like 0 degree, see? Do you notice what do I mean by align? You look at, of course, mine is not like 0 and 15. You look at this. Mine is like, you see? You look at the one over here. You look at the one over here. You see? The 1 and 1 is aligned on, I can use these two 1 and 1 to make it 90 degrees. So I'll show it to you again. Okay, I'll show it to you again. Now, so of course, this is one thing. And second, please, you must use one mechanical pencil. Okay, don't use pencil. Why I say don't use pencil? You know what? Student very smart one. I don't know why. Students can, this pencil can use or not? You see? Look at this. You can use this pencil or not? Of course, I know this color pencil, but you look at how sharp is the lead. Tengok ni. Can or not? Come on, if you use this one, how to do? I mean, dark okay lah, but then you look at this. This one is like not sharp at all. And even if let's say you make it super sharp, when you draw it, right, it might break. When it breaks, right, sometimes you have double lead. So you draw the line, it's like super thick, or maybe you have two lines there. Come on, how do? Right, so better don't. So use mechanical pencil. Don't go and use 0.9, 0.7 good enough, 0.5 that's good enough. Okay? Now, so I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to show it to you today. Okay, two different questions. One is like a complete question. I will explain the whole thing. You follow. So I won't wait on, because we explained everything already. So I will go through. I will start the question by the side straight away. Okay. Now, students, I'm not sure whether you do already or not, because I asked you all to do like 3 homeworks, remember? Now, so I'm going to start with one of the question where I think worth explaining it again. Now, look at this. I'm going to read. So the question says, diagram A shows a solid consisting of a half cylinder and a right prism, which are joined at the plane NOPQ. So basically, they join there, nothing much. The base PQST is on a horizontal plane. Okay, nothing much. This one is on a horizontal plane. So basically, horizontal plane means your tabletop. Right? What is horizontal plane for, everybody? Horizontal plane is for your plan drawing. Plan. Okay? Your plan drawing from top to bottom, you focus on horizontal, remember? And then if let's say you are drawing vertical, you're drawing elevation, which is front or maybe side view, you always focus on vertical planes. Right? So one more time, look at the word base. Okay, tell me in the chat, what is this base for? It's a hack for which kind of drawing, everybody? It's a hack to your plan view, right? It's a hack to your plan view. So basically, you can use the base as a what? As a frame to start your question, remember? Okay, so these are the things that we mentioned before. So we can skip that because we know that already. So the 3 important words that they have been talking about: horizontal planes for your plan view, vertical planes for your elevation, and after that, inclined planes where you won't be able to draw, or maybe you won't need to do calculation using Pythagoras theorem, using trigonometry, or don't need, because you won't be able to use their actual length. So inclined plane, there's some controversial there. You have to be careful when dealing it. Okay, so we mentioned that on the previous class already. So today, straight get into the question. Now, so in this question here, we will do a planning a bit. I'll make it smaller. I will draw it by the side. Now, students, look at this. The question says, the question get you a polygon, a solid there with 2 separate solid joined together. Then it said, draw to full scale. It means actual measurement, Draw to full scale the elevation. So that elevation means front view, side view already. Okay, of the solid on a vertical planes parallel to your ST. So meaning later when you draw it, you start with ST. You start with ST. Okay, so this is what you do. Start with ST. And you notice there is an X over there, and obviously they want you to view from X. Okay, they want you to view from X. Okay, now, so students, so what we need to do is that I already said for elevation. So I'm going to start drawing. Okay, I'm going to start drawing. Okay, everyone together. So start drawing together. Okay, I'm going to do some planning for my question A now. The planning will be, I need to focus on vertical planes. Now, students, tell me in the chat, what is your first vertical plane from X point of view? So let's imagine that I'm standing over here, everybody. I'm standing over here and I'm looking at it this side. So obviously the first vertical means standing. Okay, you are standing vertically. When you are lying down, that's horizontal, right? Or maybe you are Superman flying, that's horizontal. Okay, so in this case, thank you very much. Okay, we are looking at RUPS. So that's the first vertical planes, correct? And of course, I already said all your what? All your horizontal you can ignore, all your incline, but this incline obviously you cannot see it. This incline you cannot see it. Okay, tell me the second vertical planes that you see from my point of view. See, I'm standing there, right? Yes, the second one, suppose according to students' explanation over here, thank you very much, is MNO triangle. Thank you very much. That's the second one. Then before we get into the final drawing, right, students, do you notice your U point over here? Your U point over here, let's say from the front, I look at it, I notice, I block N already, correct? You notice from your front vertical planes, your R point block which point already? Block O point already, correct? So basically they are like together. Right? So if let's say you are drawing from your X position, you cannot see that incline plane. Can you see that incline plane there? Incline is a slide. Then your M, of course, you can see it. So basically, you are planning a huge rectangle. Okay, you are planning a huge rectangle. And of course, now this will be 7 cm, this will be 5 cm. And then over here, from the top itself, right? On the left side, you notice that will be a 3 cm and 4 cm split. And you're gonna draw a line to the other side. So it becomes what? It becomes like 3 cm, it becomes 4 cm, it becomes like this one you can take away already. So this is the frame that you need. This is the frame that you need. Now, but students, I will now draw it by the side. Okay, draw it by the side. You start together with me. You see how I start the whole situation. You see how I start important. Okay, students. So the draft, everything is by the side. Okay, it's by the side already. So I will start drawing it. Now, students, together. So I will use my ruler. I will plan a bit, everybody. I will do some planning. Over here will be 5 cm, and the height here is supposed to be 7. So the drawing is kind of big. Okay, you see the 7 is like roughly from here up to here, 7 cm, correct? So it's kind of like a big drawing, but I'm not sure about yours. Now, because I'm using digital device, so that's why it's a bit big over here for me to show it to you. Now, so students, so I need quite a big space. Start. Okay, so I will make sure I place my ruler, and then after that, I will start drawing my what? I will start planning my 5 cm. I will always start with ST because they already mentioned that. Start with ST as view from X. So from 0, start. 0, draw, 5 cm, stop. Okay, stop. So student, nothing much. We are not using any 0 to 15 scale. Remember I said the ruler, you can use 0 to 15 scale. Remember that? So we are not using that yet. Here, that's 0 to 15. So I will take this away. I will start labeling 5 cm first. Then now, see, I will turn my ruler. Now be careful. Turn my ruler. I will place, I repeat, I will tell you what happened to the ruler and you place it there for me. Now I will take the ruler using my 0 and 15 cm. Using the 0 and 15 cm, you can see it not. Then I will place it over here, I will place it over here. For my case, I will be using my ruler, but my version, both sides will be 0, 0. You see what I do? I will place the 0, 0 over here and leave like one small dot by the side. One small dot. So for your situation, your this side, it will be what? It will be 15 cm. The other side will be 0 cm. You use that two lines. Everyone use that 2, 0 and 15 lines, and you put it there. You fine tune until you get ngam on that two lines. If let's say your line sang it already, cannot lah. Of course, it won't be 90 degree anymore. Can you see the line here is not aligned? You can see that, you see? It's not aligned. You see, it's not aligned. So you see this line over here? You can see it, right? You see this line? And this line is not aligned. So you have to make sure it is aligned. Of course, mine, the digital display there, 92 degrees, correct? Yours cannot, so you have to use the line to agak-agak to make the 90 degrees. Okay, so for my case, you see my 0 cm just on the correct line. Then now, just using that one dot, you see that little one dot by the side there, not? So I will use that and go upwards total 7 cm because I planned that already. Go upwards 7 cm. Make sure there is no holes. You make sure no holes, What do I mean by no holes? Okay, I'll show you again. If let's say your line you draw like this, then there's a little hole. Can you see that? Sorry, minus marks. Minus marks. Be careful. Now, so everyone, here I have my 7 cm. Everything using pencil. I repeat a lot of times, really use pencil to use pen. Okay, now then next, sorry, just now I missed out something very, very important. Now, students, remember just now you place your ruler there and you start drawing the 7 cm. And remember just now, we have this 3 cm and 4 cm that we have to split over here. You see that? Can you see the 3 and 4 cm? Later when I draw another side, right, make sure you put a dot, a marking to your 3 and 4 cm. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the other side. Okay, move to the other side. Make sure I use the 15 and 0 cm. For my case, I'm using 0 cm and 0 cm. I put it over there. I put it there. Then what happened next is that, students, I'm going to go upwards. But I'm pretty sure some of you say, teacher, it's not comfortable when I'm drawing it. You know what? I will turn the paper around. I will turn the paper around. So you turn the paper around, easier already. But for my case, no need because I'm using digital device. So I will now start drawing my 7 cm. Okay, now see, I'll start drawing. Okay, so students, I'll place it nicely. Okay, then now I'm going to start my 7 cm. Okay, 7 cm, go up, go up, go up to 7, then stop. Then you see, I got my 7 cm already. So now, students, can you go to the top? Go to the top, you put 0 there, ngam one, and you measure and see whether you get ngam 5 cm or not. As long as it is within 0.1 cm, perfect. You see, my error is within 0.5. It's not exactly 5 cm. Yeah, so as long as it's within that, okay, no problem. But students, remember just now I missed out something? So I go back, remember just now I said when I put there my measurements, my 0 and 0, when I put it there, I said what I do is that I'm going to put a marking to my 3 cm and 4 cm. So I put a marking there. I put a marking there. See, I put a dot there. See that? Then see, I get a 3 cm dot there already. So students, erase the 7 cm, put it over here, 3 cm and 4 cm. Then what happens next? You go up, okay, go back to your 0 and 5. Okay, 0 and 5, go up. Then after that, you're going to connect this. So after you connect this, okay, everyone, don't forget, just now you have your 3 cm, you're going to draw from here to here, right? Then you connect. Okay, then you just make sure you have one dot there. Make sure you have one dot there. So for my case, this case will be, make sure the one dot is there, so I can start drawing it. Okay, I can start drawing it. So when I start drawing, here to here, okay, make sure everything just nice. It's nice. Okay, so once I have already, make sure no dot. Okay, then after that, students, I'm done with the drawing. And after I'm done with the drawing, and now I'm going to fit my labeling already. So labeling is not just the measurements, you have to make sure you have your cm, everything. And now over here on top, students, I'm going to place there U/N. Please don't tabale. If you say, teacher, can I put like N first, then U? Of course, you start with the first one. Start with the first one. The one bottom, you get T/Q. Over here, you get your S and P. And then over here is like RO. Students, tell me this in the chat, come. Yes, there's only one only. Yes, you're right. Okay, so that will be M. And you know what? There's a common mistake. Student asked me, like, teacher, how about the curve behind? How about the curve behind, everyone? The curve behind cannot. You cannot express any curve because one student, actually not one, there's two students. Okay, so students say, teacher, the one behind, I have to put dotted line to indicate there's a curve behind. You put dotted line for what? Dotted line is where you have one edge there. This is edge. You see, this is the edge, but there's no edge. There's a curve. That's why you cannot put dotted line. So not related. Okay, so that will be answer. Okay, so done already. So normally this one you get 3 to 4 marks. So I put that 4 marks. Okay, now, so students, we are done with part A. Let's get into our next two parts. Let's get into the next two parts. Now, the next two parts, see, okay, so students, because we are handling one SPM question, so SPM question, see, I show you, what happened is that all the information from this part, right, you're going to bring down to your part B. So I'm going to straight copy all the information down. So 3 cm, 5 cm, of course, this will be 3 cm because you transfer to the back, right? So that will be 5, sorry, not 5, this one 7 cm. And what else? Nope, there's nothing else really. Okay, then after I transfer everything, now students, for part B, I will do some changes to it. Okay, I will start reading the question up. Now, the question says, a right prism is joined to the solid. You see, a right prism, they mentioned that. A right prism, right prism means not cuboid, not cuboid, and somehow it looks like cuboid. So it means it's not 100% trapezium only. Because cuboid means cuboid, they will mention cuboid. But this one, they didn't mention cuboid, they say prism. And it looks like a cuboid. So it means 100% trapezium. So they said they connect at NQTU. So this is the part where they connect together, they glue together. The combined solid is shown in the diagram in diagram B. Students, let me ask something very simple to everybody. Can you tell me how tall is the figure? The whole diagram here, the whole figure, the whole solid, how tall is it? Originally, it was 7 cm height, right? Originally, it was 7 cm. Then when you come into this, there is another extra prism there, right? So now it becomes a total of 9 cm. Thank you, everybody. It becomes a total of 9 cm. Now, sorry, I forget to remind new students. Sinro. Oh, Sinro. You are using people that start together with me, right? Okay, good. Okay, nice. You are from which school? Oh, where is it? I didn't know this too. How do you know this tuition? Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So you just like for your friends or your parents actually sign up for you. I think for this case will be parents sign up for you. Okay. Can. This school is from which state? It sounds familiar though. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, continue. Now, so everyone, now let me teach you how to skip the reading. So when you get into the reading over here, students, let me tell you something. Actually, you can skip on, because they have been telling you 3 things only. And these 3 things you can see it using your eyes, of course. So normally they will talk about horizontal plane, you know that's for your plan view. They talk about vertical planes, you know that will be for vertical, for elevation, front of this side. And then incline, you have to judge lah. Okay, but of course you can see the incline, right? You can see it, but it's just that you have to judge what's the measurement stuff. Okay, then the second thing, and then the next thing will be, after you know these three things, right? Where you can see it, you can skip that. So what you're going to focus on? You can actually skip all the writing, all the words. But then when you see numbers and when you see the symbol equal, you have to be careful. Or maybe when you see the word midpoint, you have to find all these words, you know. So when you see midpoint, then of course you have to be careful. You have to label the measurements. And then when you see equal, can you see there's an equal there? All right, looks like there's a measurement there. Of course, sometimes they won't put number. They put something like, oh, AB equals to CD. Then you have to be careful. So when you see equal, when you see numbers, when you see the word midpoint, you have to be careful. Okay, now, so we're going to put there ED 5 cm. Students, can you see the bottom part there is 6 cm? And then the one on top 5 cm, this one confirm trapezium. Confirm really trapezium. Okay, so we're going to go down. Okay, we're going to go down. And now they ask for plan view. Oh, plan view from the top, right? So what's the hack, everybody? The hack to your plan view, draw the base lah, right? So you don't care about anything. You straight get your ruler now. You start the base with me. And then we judge the horizontal plane from the top after we draw the base. Okay, the base. Now, so I'm going to make it smaller. And students, let me tell you something. Don't break your lines. What do I mean by don't break your lines? Okay, listen carefully. I'm doing part B, number 1 now. Okay, I will tell you what I'm drawing now, students. See, what do I mean by don't break it? Because I noticed in physical class, there are students doing this, you know. Teacher, I know you have to draw the base. So I draw this first. So student draw 3 and 5 cm. I know you are correct. But the problem is when you connect your additional 3 cm on top, you see additional 3 cm, then you continue your extra 6 cm. Sorry, not extra 6 cm, total 6 cm. You will get this thing. I know you are correct. But then the moment when you draw this, can you see this side? Normally when students, they are not so particular, right? They will get double line one, you know. Sometimes your line can be by the side. So it means there will be some extra side there already, you know. Too bad. So don't do that, you know. So it will be better if students, right? You know what? Okay, I will label this one 6, this one 3 cm, this one 5 cm, this one 3 cm. I know that. I know you know all the measurements. And I know there will be a circle over here. I know that. Okay. Now, but the question here is that it's better for you to don't break the line by drawing the whole thing here first. So that will be a total of how many cm, everybody? Yes, a total of 8 cm. So I planned already. So I'm going to start with that 8 cm. Okay. So that will be my first step. Okay. Now, so first step, 8 cm. Okay, everyone, let's do our 8 cm. Okay, let's do our 8 cm now. So I use my ruler. Okay, use my ruler, draw 8 cm. Be careful, later we need like the circle by the side, so you have to make sure you have some planning on the lines and stuff lah. Okay, so everyone, total 8 cm, total 8 cm. Here, start with this. Start with this. Start. Okay, total 8 cm from here to here. Total 8 cm here. Pencil already. I already said pencil. Okay, total 8 cm. Okay, now see, ngam 8 cm. And of course, don't forget to split it. Don't forget to split. You see how many cm you need? This one you need to split into. You see, I show you again. You need to split to 5 and 3. You see that? So you go back over here. You split to 5 and 6. So you put a dot there. Okay. So 5 and 6. 5 and 3. Sorry, 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 here. Split it. Okay. Wait. So I make sure my ruler just nice. Fold it on top. So I split that 5 and 6. 5 and 3. Sorry, 5 and 3. So yes, I got my 5 cm there already. And now what I do is that I draw this part first, you know, because I want total 6 cm. And then I split. Okay. So that's why you see I do this. I use my 0, 0 again. For your case, you use your 0 and 15 cm. Okay. So I put it over here just nice. Just nice. Make sure the line follows the line to align into 90 degrees. Align into 90 degrees. You see, I've been moving it to make sure I get my ngam 90 degrees. And you have that one dot there for you to draw a total of 6 cm. You see, total 6 cm. Okay, so students, once you are done with this, can you please type okay? Yeah, because I need to make sure you follow the sequence. Okay, so let me know. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Everything must be just nice. And later, please message me your work so I can judge. Okay, so I can judge whether you are doing it correctly, nice, reasonable, got double line or not. So you have to show it to me later, not now. Okay, so everybody, now continue. Now, so of course, we have to complete the rest. So we go to the top. Okay, go to the top over here. Make sure we complete the 6 cm as well. Make sure you have that 1 little dot. Okay, for you to draw. I see, 1 little dot. Okay, so we have about 6 cm. And then bottom, okay, 3 cm. We settle all the parts first. Okay, so bottom, you have 3 cm. I settle the other part. Then sekali, I draw the straight lines. Okay, so this one 3 cm. Oops. Okay, wait, my 3 cm. Okay, here. Wait, okay, so 3 cm done already. So now I'm going to draw all my horizontal. Make sure this is a complete 5 cm, so I have to make sure everything align. So I have been using the 0 and 15 to make sure everything it's always 90 degrees. Okay, so that all your length able to transfer perfectly. If let's say a slight difference, if let's say within 0.1 is fine, but if let's say more than 0.1, high chance you get wrong and you get errors. Okay, then of course this one done already. I come over here and measure, see whether that's a complete 3 cm or not. Okay, fantastic. It's quite perfect. So I'm going to draw that. Okay, students, I'm done with the base. Students, how? You don't forget you have one semicircle by the side, correct? Right? So 5 cm, I see 5 cm, I label first, 5 cm, that's a 3 cm. Please don't do this. Don't do that. Don't touch the line. You want to write your length by the side, that one is fine. Okay, but don't write anything on the straight lines. Okay, so they want 3 cm. So this is like your 6 cm, okay, 6 cm. Now, so student, how do you draw the circle? I mentioned it to you because it's a bit hard for me to draw it over here. Yeah, so I will mention it to you. Okay, first of all, what you need is that you need something called a compass. I'm not sure whether you know what's a compass or not. I draw it for you. Luckily, my drawing is super good. You see, this is a compass. Okay, so you take this compass, everyone, let me tell you something, and the needle, right? What you're going to do, very simple. You take your ruler, you put it over here. Of course, you know that will be 5 cm. Okay, you know that will be 5 cm. And what you're going to do, very simple. You go there, you put a dot at 2.5. In the middle, you want to draw a circle, right? So you put a dot there, and please take the needle and poke it over here. And what you're going to do is to take your compass, measure 2.5 cm. Measure 2.5 cm. Measure 2.5 cm. Measure, of course, mine over here is not 2.5 cm, so I'm just telling you. Measure 2.5 cm. And after you measure 2.5 cm, you poke it over here as in the needle, and then you put it over here like this. This is your what? Okay, your compass. You see? You put it over here, and then you do the turn. So once you complete this, make sure you use compass. If let's say you're drawing using freehand, you say, teacher, I'm good in my drawing. I can do animation. So I can draw circle very well. I will come and slap you. Don't do that. Okay, so make sure you use compass. It must be perfect. Then after you draw already, suppose you will get something like this. But of course, mine, I'm drawing using freehand because I don't have a compass here with me. So you will get something like this. So once you are complete, you quickly type a lot of okay, then I know you're done. But student will definitely encounter something like what, teacher, after I draw, this one, But then when I reach here, it doesn't touch this line. How? It means it's not 5 cm. Then too bad, you have to redraw. But as long as within 0.5, 0.1 cm, that one is okay. But if let's say more than that, sorry, you have to redo. Okay, so make sure you use compass. Okay, good. Type a lot of okay already, good. Okay, now, so students, sorry, I just noticed your name. Shanhui, just now you messaged me, right? I haven't opened yet. Just now what you mentioned to me? I saw your name. Yeah, but I haven't opened the chat yet. Oh, for the last week one. You request July. Okay, mind later. You got request, right? Oh, important. Okay, good. So later you message me. Yeah, you message. I got a message already. Later I sent to Emmy. Okay, later I sent to Emmy again. Okay, good. Now, so everyone. Okay, everyone. Now, so are you done? No, we are not done yet. This is only the base. This is only the base. And now, you see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the top. Okay, because I'm looking from the top, right? Tell me the first horizontal. There, this is the first horizontal. Then you're going to come into this one, right? Hey, but the horizontal here is only 5 cm. But ours, we draw 6 cm. So we're going to go back to our drawing. We're going to split this into what? Yes, we're going to split to 5 cm and 1 cm. So you're going to go back and then you're going to make a 5 cm there. Okay, and of course you go to the bottom, you do the same thing because you have to make sure everything just nice, right? Then you're going to take your ruler, you place it over there using your any CMs because you just want to make sure you have your 90 degrees. Then you connect that. Okay, so after you connect already, everyone, the 6 cm cannot use already. So we have to erase the 6 cm, you put there 5 cm, you put there 1 cm. And students, do you know what's the 1 cm indicating? Yes, it's that very, 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 I would say, slanted plane. It's an inclined plane, obviously. It's a very long one. But then we can only use how many cm to represent the situation. That's why I said we use that 1 cm to represent a very, very long inclined plane. That's why some students say, teacher, why so weird? It's not weird. It's just that this is how you're going to learn 3D convert to 2D. So that's the process. Okay, so are we done? Yes, we are done. You see, we are done with this part. We already draw it inside 5 cm. We are done with the semicircle as well because from the top is the same as the base. And this slanted, cannot present on. That's why we are still using the 5 cm, 3 cm base to represent the situation. Yes, you're right. So now we're going to start the labeling. So labeling, okay, come, let's do the labeling now. So labeling, this will be F slash G. This will be E slash N slash Q. Over here, we have C, we have D, we have A, we have B. Then this is U slash T. I always put it outside. I don't want to, I try not to write it inside the picture. Okay. Then this one, you have your R slash S. This will be M, O, and P. Now, students, is there anything for your curve? No, they didn't measure anything, right? Now, some students say, teacher, I have to put that 2.5 cm, no need, because you have your diameter 5 cm outside already. Okay, so that will be your B number 1, everybody. Okay, B number 2. B number 2, I'm going to change the question already, everyone. B number 2, totally different. Okay, B number 2, totally different. Okay, everyone, I'm going to make it bigger now. Okay, B number 2. Now, so this question total, I already said, total complete SPM question, maximum can go up to 12. Maximum can go up to 12. Minimum, sometimes they ask you to do like two drawings in SPM. Okay, but for your Form 3, you guys, Form 3, okay, so they'll ask you to draw one. So like 3 pictures, they ask you to draw one. So depends on which one they come up. So they ask you to draw one, and that one question, maximum 4 marks. Maximum 4 marks. It can be 3 marks, okay, it can be 4 marks, but maximum 4 only. Okay, students, let's change question number 2. Yes, the question is not wrong. The question is correct. It's just that I don't want you to do the same picture again. Yeah, so I'm going to take the question, this thing away. Okay, I'm going to take this away. Take away this one, don't need already. We know that. Okay, so everyone, now, students, yes, they want Y. Can you see they ask you to do Y? Basically, it's the same as your previous question, but it's just that they add another extra thing by the side, right? Okay, so, Christian, for Form 3, yes, the entire thing is only 4 marks. Yeah, then elevation, I change, the elevation of the combined solid on the vertical plane parallel to change to PS. So focus on this PS. Then as view from Y, and please change the Y to what? Please change the Y to this view from here, Y. So basically, the Y is like the front view. The front view. Okay, everyone. We are not using any skill that we mentioned about chopping it. It's like a stamping, orthogonal projection. We are not using that. So we straight go to the first vertical plane. Students, can you read it to me? What is the first vertical planes in front of you? I changed to PS already. Obviously, the PS you're going to start with, right? Yes. So if I do some planning, okay, come, I do some planning with you. So yes, we have that PS there. So the first vertical plane, this one. Okay, so I put that number 1. This one is the first vertical plane. I know that will be 3 cm. I know this will be 3 cm. Okay, 3, 3, and 3. Now, students, I tell you, later when you draw these lines, gone case. Don't draw, I already said don't touch the line. So I'm telling you they are 3 cm. But in your exam, what you're going to label, very simple. You just put there 3 cm, 3 cm. Okay, 3 cm, 3 cm. Don't do the lines. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So what is the second one? After you look at this, the second one, you look at the second vertical planes. I've been telling you the same thing. Vertical planes. We are looking elevation. Horizontal is for your plan view. This one vertical, right? So vertical, the second one there. This one vertical, second one. Okay, second one, this one trapezium. So it means this one 3 crinoid. So maximum you have to go up to how much? 9 cm. You have to reach up to 9 cm because this one total 7 crinoid. Then additional 2, total 9 cm. So you reach up to 9 cm. The bottom part here 6 cm. Bottom part here 6 cm. Another additional 3. The one on top 5 cm. The one on top 5 cm. Then this last point you connect together. This one okay. So we have our second plane already. We have our second plane already. But then, students, there is a problem. What is the problem, everybody? You notice, teacher, the slanted one, the inclined plane, block a total of how many cm height? Block how many cm height already? Yes, block the 7 cm height already. So block 7 cm means we have to go up to 7 cm. We're going to split 4 cm, 2 cm already. So we're going to draw a total up to 7 cm and go down. Then this one is the slanted plane. So we are done, right? So once you are done with this, then students, we are not done yet. We only complete the right side. The left side cylinder. This one challenging. Okay, but luckily in physical class, I'm not sure about online, I'm going to ask everyone. Physical class, most of the students actually like split second and tell me the answer already. Can you tell me, yes, it's rectangle, you're right. And this rectangle, okay, I asked you, tell me quickly, what's the height of the cylinder? Yes, very good, very good. Wow, split seconds are not bad. 7 cm, you're right. Okay, so tell me, it will be a rectangle. You told me rectangle, you told me the height is 7 cm, but the width of the cylinder, or maybe the rectangle they're going to draw, it will be how many cm from the side over here? How many cm? Very good. Now come, I need more. Is it okay, ma? You understand? 2.5 cm extra because that's the radius. So you imagine this situation. This one is 5 cm, right? Center point. If let's say you know this is 2.5 cm radius, so it means the furthest from the center 2.5 cm as well. So you're gonna get another extra 2.5 cm here, 2.5 cm. Then you go up. Then you close it. Done. That's the picture. So I planned the draft for you already. We're going to start the drawing now. Okay, we planned the draft already, so we're going to start the drawing now. Okay, everyone, let's do the drawing. Now the drawing, okay, at page, I'm going to use a different page because this is kind of big. Okay, this is kind of big. Now, but there's a problem. Linfeng, remember I said toilet roll? Remember I said toilet roll? If let's say we put a toilet roll and we shadow it to the screen, right? Remember I said it's not curved, it's a rectangle. So now your toilet roll chopped into half already. So it means it is still a rectangle, but half a rectangle. Toilet roll. Okay. So now we're going to get into the drawing now, and then we do the labeling, and then we will chop. I will do quadrant method on the next class. Quadrant method, something where you really need it in your SPM. Okay, student, I'm not mentioning the wrong thing, I'm saying SPM. Okay, not so important in Form 3, but your teacher definitely going to teach you for your SPM purpose, but they won't tell you it's SPM because they want you to learn it now. Okay, now, so students, now I already said don't break the lines. Don't break the lines, right? So the bottom part, see, oops, actually close my ruler. Okay, so the bottom part, everyone, I already said it. The bottom part, okay, the bottom part, please make sure you have a total of, you see, I'm going to count it for you, everyone. I'm going to count it, see, how many cm that? 2.5, 3 and 3, total 8.5. Then you split. Okay, then you split. Okay, now, yes, Linfeng, yes, but low chance, super low chance you will get your exam. Yeah, super low chance, but I will show you. Okay, now, so everyone, here, total 8.5 cm, don't split to like 3 cm first, like you draw the square 3 cm, 3 cm, 3 cm, then you draw the trapezium 1 by 1, don't do that. Sekali don't break the line, 8.5 cm, right? Come, 8.5 cm. So mine case, I need to estimate a bit for the rectangle by the side. So 8.5 cm total. 8.5 cm total from here to here. 8.5 cm come. 8.5 cm. 8.5 here. So 8.5, I'm gonna split split. So go up. So I'm gonna split it. I'll put some points there. 8.5. So the first part I need 2.5 cm. So I'm gonna put there 2.5 dot. And then next, another 3 cm. So 1, 2, and 3 dot. Another part, 1, 2, and 3 ngam. Okay, very good. So I put, you see, I split nicely already, So that will be 3 cm. I quickly write it there. 3 cm, 3 cm. You see, I don't want to split it. Because if I split, when your line, detached, or maybe sang it already for one part, gone. Minus marks, okay? Then draw the longest line now. The longest line is supposed to be here. Total how many cm? According to this side, will be 3, 7, 4, and 2. Total 9 cm. Total 9 cm. So I'm going to take my ruler, place the 0 and 15 by the side over here. You want to put on left or right? Okay, it's just that now you're going to make sure you have your 9 cm. Okay, looks like for my case, not enough space. So I have to make sure everything is like moved down. Okay, but first you have to do some planning first because I didn't do planning just now. Okay, so total 9 cm from the bottom. Here, from the bottom, 9 cm to the top. 9 cm total, then you have to split, So 9 cm, oops. 9 cm up to here, stop. Okay, then split already, Split how many cm? 3, 4, and 2. Split 3, 4, and 2. Wait, split 3 cm, 4 cm, and then 2 cm. You see, I split it. So I'll put that by side. So 3 cm, 4 cm here for the inclined plane, and 2 cm over here. And of course, now it depends. Now you want to draw which side is up to you already because the rest is like just to connect the dots. Okay, so the other one, I'm gonna place. I'm gonna draw this one first. Okay, this will be a total of how many cm? You see. I'm going to draw this one now, 2.5 and 3. It depends on you. So some of you will say, teacher, just put the 0 cm there. Right? It depends on you. Or maybe some of you say, teacher, can I just put my 2.5 cm like this? It's okay. So everything is up to you. As long as you know how to handle the 90 degrees, that's the good thing. Okay, so my 2.5 cm according to the 0, this one 2.5, you see? Yeah, everything just nice. Everything just nice. So 0 to here, 2.5, then extra 1, 2, 3 up to here. Stop. Okay, so done ready. So I'm going to turn around, make sure I have my, don't do it over here. Don't do that. Come here. Place the 0 and 15 again. Turn your paper around. Then you draw it. You see, mine just nice one. Okay, but of course, now it's just to connect the dots only. You see, I'm connecting the dots. So this one done ready. Then we go to the side, make sure we complete this as well. You see, I always use my 0 and 15. You see, I always do that. Okay, 0, 15. So connect that. Okay, so done ready. And the bottom part, don't forget, place it nicely, your 3 cm. You see the dot and dot, right? Draw it. Don't do this, Don't do this. Wrong. Okay, don't do that. Just the measurement and your labeling for your alphabets later. And now 5 cm, place my 5 cm ngam there. If I'm not mistaken, let's say you're using a ruler, it will be 5 and 10 now. Okay, 5 and 10. And then I'm going to draw 5 cm up to here, stop. And then the furthest point and the furthest point, we're going to connect together, something like that. make sure you have 1 liter dot by the side only. Okay, just 1 liter dot. Okay, for my case, sorry, my ruler a bit chachat, so I have to straight away connect for you. Okay, so I'm done with the drawing already, and now it will be the labeling. Don't forget the 5 cm here. 7 cm total by the side. Actually, no need because you have 4 and 3 cm already. And now, for the labeling part, there is nothing for you to label for these two sides because it's a curve, you know. So this will be, let me just erase this, then easier for you to do the reading. Okay, I'll make it bigger now. Reading wise, start with the bottom part, P. This will be P/Q/G. Here will be S/T. Here will be A/B. The one on top, D/C. Check your answer because by right, some do already, not all. Then this will be E/F. This will be a very small little N there. This will be a U. And this will be the box I have to put inside. This will be R. And this will be O. Anything else I missed out? Yes, I missed out M/N. You see this one? I missed out the M. Right? Okay, students, is there anything else that we missed out? I don't think so, right? Nope. So students, this gives you a total of how many marks? 4 marks, 4 marks, 4 marks. So you get a total of 12. 12 in your SPM. In your Form 3, it's either they ask you this one, or this one, or this one of it. Yes, okay? So this question over here, there is no dotted line involved. Okay, no dotted line involved. So be careful. If let's say you are doing something with dotted lines, that will be the planes hidden behind. Okay, so we will try one in the next class. We will do quadrant method on the next class as well. Okay, students, thank you for drawing it perfectly with patience. And that's an easy 12 marks, I guess. Okay, I guess. It's just that you have to be super particular. So I'm going to stop here. Our next coming class, make sure, because physics class, there is still a lot of students don't have this made in Taiwan ruler. It's so important. So make sure you have this and your mechanical pencil. That will be the best dual for you to complete your 12 marks. Yeah, okay. So you can go already. If let's say you have any question, you can stay here and ask me. If not, okay, bye. Okay, Lin Feng, teacher, I want to ask a question to give a pyramid. They ask you to plan view. Yes. You know why, Lin Feng? Because from the top, right, the apex, you can see a dot only. It's a box, it's a square with an X. For plan view of a pyramid, you're right. Okay, bye. No, incline is you cannot display like the actual measurement, but you can see their edges, because between the isosceles triangle, they connect at one, they connect the sides together, right? So those lines, it's viewable. You can see them. But if let's say it's a cone, then cannot. Because cone is smooth, you cannot see the edges. So you need to put a dot in the middle with a circle, that's all. Because the dot apex, there will be alphabets. So let's say the apex there indicates A. So your plan view of a cone, it will be a circle with a dot. But pyramid is definitely a square with an X in the middle. Okay?